Introduction to the drill press. This module will introduce the various types of drill presses, define their differences, and describe some of the basic parts of a drill press. If any machine could be classified as a basic machine tool, the drill press would have to be placed in this category. They are certainly one of the most frequently used machines. A drill press can be defined in the simplest terms as a machine tool, the principal purpose of which is to cut a round hole in a given material. In order to perform its cutting operation, such as drilling, boring, or reaming, the drill press must use tools which are called supporting tools. One of the most common is the twist drill. By inserting the twist drill into a holding device, such as a chuck, it can rotate at various speeds. When manual pressure is applied by a leverage system and the drill is brought in contact with the workpiece, the drill cuts its way through the material and a hole is formed. Because of the wide variety of demands of industry for different drilling jobs, different kinds or designs of drill presses have evolved. Today, there are 4 basic types. One of these is the sensitive drill press. Sensitive drill presses are usually small machines and they're manually operated. They are made as a bench machine tool and as floor types. The term sensitive comes from the way that the operator has to feel the cutting action of the drill point as it makes contact with the workpiece and begins to cut the hole. The operator controls the feeding of the drill by the same system of feel. Another type of drill press, designed for heavier duty, is the vertical drill press, also called the upright drill press. This machine is made as a floor machine. You can see by its size that it would not be practical to mount it on a bench. A second difference between the vertical drill press and the sensitive drill press is in the spindle. The spindle of this machine has a power feed to apply the muscle or thrust which is necessary to force the drill to do its work. Some machines of this type are made with a feature called dual feed, so they can be operated with power when large holes are to be drilled, or manually when small holes are being drilled. This hole is being drilled using power feed. Here's another type of drill press. Notice the arm which rides on the heavy supporting column. The arm can swing or pivot on the column and in this way cover a full 360-degree circle. For an obvious reason, it's called a radial drill press. Take a closer look at the arm on this radial drill press. The head of it, where the spindle is housed, can be moved at any point along that arm. This means that it can drill holes in a circle or in a long line. This feature of being able to move in 2 directions for drilling is necessary for the radial drill press because most of the work it is used for is too heavy to reposition after each hole is drilled. The radial drill press has other plus features that make it a versatile machine tool. For small drilling jobs, it has a manual feed. It has the power feed on the spindle, a power-driven arm, and a head which can be adjusted either manually or by power. This drill press was designed with just one thing in mind: production. Look closely at the head of this machine. If you think you are seeing several spindles in one head, you're right. It is for this reason that it's called a multi-spindle drill press. Another type of multi-spindle drill press is capable of doing several drilling jobs at the same time on a single workpiece. The savings in setup time are what make this machine essential to the manufacturer. This may just look like 3 drill presses in a row, true, but it is another type of drill called a gang drill, and it's used when a series of operations are performed in sequence. For example, it may be set up to drill, ream, and then counterbore a part. The part is just moved down the line from one head to the next. Another drill that operates similar to the gang drill is the turret drill. As many different operations may be performed as there are spindles on the turret. The main advantage of the turret drill over the gang drill is that the workpiece remains stationary for precise alignment of each tool. There are many parts to the various drill presses, and it would not be practical nor necessary to know them all. You should be familiar with some of the basic elements, however. One of them is the spindle. It carries the drill and other supporting tools as it revolves in a fixed vertical position. The quill does not revolve, but it can travel in a vertical direction, or in engineering jargon, in a direction parallel to its vertical axis. It is the column of the drill press that supports the drill press head. Sometimes, depending on the design of the drill press, it supports the table. Although most columns are circular, there are a few with a square bar section construction. Remembering the head is easy. It carries the quill, spindle, and all the belts or gears. The table of a drill press accommodates the workpiece. It is often adjustable to allow for the different heights of the work, and in some models, the table swings completely out of the way so the workpiece can be placed on the base of the machine. The speed selector is used to set the rate at which the drill rotates. The speed is expressed in RPMs, revolutions per minute. The cutting speed is dependent upon the size of the drill, the type of material, and the quality of the hole finish required. The feed selector, on machines equipped with dual feed, determines the rate at which the drill is fed into the workpiece. There are certain terms used in the machine shop by which you refer to the size of a drill press. One way is the total distance the spindle moves from the top of its travel to the bottom. Sometimes the size is given by referring to the greatest distance from the center of the spindle to the nearest point on the support column. Example: if a drill can't handle a workpiece between the spindle and the column larger than 12 inches, it is called a 12-inch drill press. Still others are classified by the maximum distance between the spindle at its uppermost position to the table at its lowest position. Radial drill press sizes are determined by the length of the arm measured from the spindle center to the working edge of the column, when the head is at the outermost position on the arm. Multi-spindle drill presses are referred to by the number of spindles that are housed in the head of the machine. A good drill press operator will know the various setups, what speeds and feeds to use, the best coolant or lubricant for a given job, the right drill geometry for use in drilling various materials, and he will also have a good working knowledge of the machine he is operating.